point today, Victoria would have gotten a strike.
Open your yash on TV. You have to shut up. Stop asking me.
You see, Kassia and Victoria, this duo, you need to be careful with them. These guys decided that Friday is the best day to set Big Brother's house on fire. For all those who have been calling Kassia a coward, saying Kassia is timid, she's scared of Onyeka, I'm sure at the end of this video, your mindset will definitely change. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One, talking the Big Brother Naija show. Drama upon drama, both here, both there. Talking Makiwa was right. Talking Makiwa was like, you see this Victoria, she's a silent storm. She's somebody that you will not see coming, she will just hit you. Because today showed that these girls are ready for anybody, and they decided that first prey would be Onyeka, and that's because probably Onyeka has been looking for it and today she got it. So immediately after their wager presentation, everybody was happy and celebrating and saying finally they won their wager. Despite all that has happened this week, they were still able to win their wager. And even during their wager presentation, Big Brother called Kassia and Victoria the stars of the night, and that's because of the hard work that they put in to making all those beautiful outfits that you saw from materials. Now fast forward to later this night, I'm seeing Onyeka, Kassia on the table, there was Chizoba, there was Handy, there was also Sean standing there. And before I knew it, I saw that they were having a conversation. And then Onyeka is asking Kassia, what exactly is the issue? Are we having issues? What's going on? And this is the point where all these things that Kassia has been saying all week about Onyeka, especially after the parrot spoke, she finally faced Onyeka and said, these are the things you said. So Kassia was like, oh, I remember when you said that you were using Wani and Handy as your strategy because there was an issue, and I was surprised. That's Kassia. I was surprised that you were quiet about Wani and you were like, oh no, that is a strategy to get close to them. Then she now goes on to talk about the fact that Onyeka at some point told her that Wani was jealous of her. That's Onyeka's closeness with Sean. And immediately Kassia said this, Onyeka started getting defensive. But that was not even the way the defense actually was heated. So when Onyeka was arguing and saying, oh, I didn't say this, I didn't say that, okay, Kassia was like, okay, I have proof, I have backup, I have somebody who was there. Victoria! I was like, Kassia, you shouldn't have. No, you shouldn't have. The moment Kassia calls Victoria to the table to say, were you not there when Onyeka said this and that? Onyeka went from 0 to 100. At first, Victoria was like, oh, I wasn't there when Onyeka said that she was using Wani as strategy. But I heard when, she was saying things about Sean and the whole jealousy and everything. And Onyeka was like, who is this one? Who is this power talker talking? After Kassia had said what she wanted to say with her full chest, Onyeka left Kassia, who had said everything, and started facing Victoria. All the pent-up anger that she had towards Victoria just came to light. She started insulting Victoria, saying, you are a parrot talker, shut up, you get out. And then Victoria told gently, was like, you to shut up, you I was really confused. The person that said something, the person that accused you of something is right in front of you. Why are you facing Victoria? Why are you attacking Victoria? Of course, I know probably because, Victoria agreed that, okay, you said certain things. But after you had already faced Victoria, why didn't you face the person that actually made their accusations with her full chest? She kept on going on as Victoria for almost, this fight was close to 25 minutes. They were going round and round and insulting each other and everything. And Kassia just kept on laughing and walking around and saying, I do not even get it. Even I am confused. Why are you not facing me? Why are you facing Victoria? And maybe she said that, Onyeka tried to see how she could face Kassia and also face Victoria. I understand why she would have not faced both of them, because it's not easy to face two people. But she was just facing Victoria and saying, you and all of these things that you have been saying, why are you accusing me? Why are you talking to me? If you want to blow up somebody's noise, why don't you blow up your friend's noise? Kassia is the one who said something. Why don't you check your friend? Why are you checking me? Why are you having the mind to talk to me? And they just kept on arguing about it, and it became a very, very loud noise in the house. Everybody was like, what's going on? Now we move over to the kitchen. There was Ozzy, because you know that one of the reasons Onyeka and Victoria are not cool is because of Ozzy, and we cannot even deny that fact. That is real fact right there.
Whatever is
So the camera moves to the kitchen where we are seeing Ozzy and we are seeing OC and even a bit of Suge around there. Then Sean decides to leave that table where they were fighting and goes to report to Ozzy and OC. And the Ozzy was just laughing and saying that, see, let me tell you something, sometimes I don't know where to place Onyeka's thoughts with this whole thing, because somehow I feel like Onyeka is doing this on purpose because she understands that she's giving content, and somehow looking at the time right now is prime time, so she might as well have the feel of her day, she might have as well enjoy herself. And I was like, I thought these guys are besties. Like, the way they usually talk about each other sometimes confuses me, because even when Onyeka is fighting with Ozzy, the things that she says to other people, I'm always wondering, like, what happens when you guys reconcile and get back together? So while Sean, they were just discussing and they were laughing, these men were just having their own fun. Now the camera goes back to Kassia and Victoria and Onyeka. Now at some point today, Victoria would have gotten a strike, because while she was arguing and insulting Onyeka, she came very close to Onyeka and put her hands on the table. I was like, hey, hold up. Kassia had to pull her back. If not, I think that bottle that Victoria was holding in her hand would have landed on Onyeka's head, and immediately that would have happened, there would have been two fighting happening in that house, and Big Brother would have been like, finally, I forgive you all. I could see that happening, but thankfully Kassia was there to like pull Victoria back. Now moving on to another point again, after Handy had watched all these things, remember from my previous episode I said that Handy is a gamer. Handy goes to talk to Wani, they were in the kitchen talking, and then they both agreed that, you know, Onyeka is not facing Kassia because she has issues with Victoria, and they are also surprised to see that she's actually fighting Victoria instead of her to be fighting the person that made the statement, which is true. Now Handy and Wani said something, saying that the thing that Kassia said about Onyeka accusing Wani of being jealous and saying it behind her back is true, and that somehow they just feel disappointed in Onyeka, because they're like, if such a thing was happening, why didn't Onyeka just come to talk to them about it instead of going and telling every other person about it? So they feel very disappointed in Onyeka. Now we go back to the fighting again. Like, they did not stop, they kept on going at it. Onyeka was calling Kassia out, was also calling Victoria out and insulting Victoria, but her focus was majorly Victoria, and I was like, Now, while this fight was even happening, we also had Kelly Ray in the mix. Kelly Ray just sat there, he was just eating silently, minding his business, and then they were laughing. Now, remember that somehow in the house, there's this trio. We have Nelly, we have Victoria, and then we also have Kassia. Now, they were talking about this whole thing immediately after Chizoba had taken Onyeka upstairs, so that this fight will not become something that everybody will regret at the end of the day. Now, Nelly was talking to Kassia and Victoria about the whole thing. Now, at that point, Victoria was telling Kassia, saying, I do not remember. I was not there. I know you called me to testify, but I was not there when Onyeka said that she was using Wani and Handy as a strategy. But you see the one about jealousy, I was there. Now, if I want to even talk about this whole thing, I personally was not there. I was not there when Onyeka said that she was using Wani and Handy as a strategy. But I heard her clearly. I heard Onyeka clearly when she said that Wani was jealous of her closeness with Sean. And somehow, you know the way Onyeka talks, somehow she gives me the vibe of, I'm for everybody and I am for nobody. It's a good thing sometimes, but sometimes it's not also a good thing. There's a very high likelihood that Onyeka said all these things that probably can't remember, or she has made peace with everything and then moved on from it. And she's shocked that this is actually coming back to her. But somehow I think that her words are coming back to her to haunt her. Somehow, looking at the way it is, somehow, even as much as the housemates will still be cool with Onyeka, going forward, I don't think they will be as vulnerable or we say things to Onyeka as they should. It probably might not even change anything in the house, to be honest. But the fact that everybody has been calling Kassia out and saying, oh, Kassia is just going around doing media rounds, like Onyeka is saying, doing media rounds and not facing the person, is one thing I need us to correct now. Finally, Kassia has faced Onyeka and everybody is fine. This definitely cements their rift. Definitely now everybody knows that Onyeka is not cool with Kassia and Victoria. But seriously, next time, if somebody accuses you of something, face the person that accuses you of it. If somebody else is testifying about it, you can talk to the person, but face the problem and do not go through the corners. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section, talking about this Onyeka, Kassia and Victoria fight down there in the comment section. I got you with more next time. Till then, remember to enjoy every moment. Mwah. Bye.